Welcome back to Key Talk Media. This show's Key Talk. Check it out, man. All right. Hey, I want to get shout out to the notification game, Key Talk game, for rocking with me every single video. If you listen to my voice right now, go ahead and hit the notification bell so you get a notification every single time I drop a video. Anyway, so we got a couple different topics to talk about today, but before I get into those topics, make sure y'all have already hit the like button for me. Anyway, so, hey man, it looks like one of the, well, I don't want to say undefeated because he was like 15-1-1, but a boxer that was on the rise that a lot of people, of course, knew, that goes by the name of Mylik Birdsong. Now, even if you ain't watching a Mylik Birdsong fights, you probably heard of Mylik Birdsong because he was just dominating, someone at the boxing arena, right? Well, it does look like Mylik Birdsong has faced the fate of a lot of people that actually is inside of LA, California, period, of death. Unfortunately, they're saying that some people pulled up on him inside of a black SUV, pulled out them yop sticks, fired some shots. He took off running, and then they're saying that the boys actually hopped out on feet and chased him down. So let me actually read the report to y'all. Actually, let me get y'all on. I'm going to get y'all on the screen so y'all can actually see, just in case you don't know who Mylik Birdsong is. That is Mylik Birdsong. And of course, we're going to read more into detail on exactly what happened to Mylik Birdsong. But like I said, give me just a second and let me actually get to that report. Hey, Buddy was out here dominating. I'm talking about whooping people for real, whooping people. So that death was definitely something that hurt a lot of people for sure. But anyway, so it says boxer Mylik Birdsong dead at 31, shot and killed in LA, and that's a bigger picture of him just in case y'all couldn't actually see. You see, Buddy was fit. I'm talking about knocking heads off. So it says, pro boxer Mylik Birdsong at 15-1-1, pugilist who was slated to step in the ring as part of a UFC pass card in just a few weeks, was killed on Sunday during a shooting in Los Angeles. The LAPD says the incident took place around 4:50 p.m. near Watts, just a few miles south of downtown, when several men inside of a dark-colored SUV, so they didn't say it was a black SUV, they just said it was a dark color, could have been dark blue, dark whatever, right? Dark color SUV drove up on the fighter and opened fire. So this was something that was like a hit. This ain't nothing that was like he was fighting people and then they got mad. No. This seemed like something that was already planned out because they knew where he was at, pulled up on him, got to firing. It says cops say as Birdsong attempted to flee, two men got out of the car, chased him down, and shot at him further. First responders raced to the scene and tended to the boxer, although he tragically died a short time later at a nearby hospital. It says police told KTLA Birdsong sustained 7 gunshot wounds to his torso. So they really wanted him out of there, right? 7 gunshot wounds to the torso. This sounds like maybe he was in the streets or something like that. I think they did say he was from around that area, LA or something like that. So I don't know. Maybe he was in the streets, tied to the streets, or owed somebody money. Who knows? It continues and it says, the suspect, meanwhile, were gone by the time authorities arrived. An investigation remains ongoing. Birdsong last fought in March, winning a bout in L.A. By a unanimous decision. He was scheduled to step back in the ring on October 26 in a tilt with Gore Yervisian, however you say it, buddy, last name, that was to air on UFC Fight Pass. Birdsong was just 31 years old. RIP. So they did a video for it as well. Let's see what this video is talking about.
When you want the biggest stories, only one name comes to mind.
Welcome to TMZ Live.
We break the stories the world wants to talk about first. Accurate news and enthralling
Gotta give
stories from
TMZ
the
their
heart
props.
of Hollywood
They
straight
really
to
do.
you.
Joining us right now, Dr. Dre.
And this is just an ad, so after this ad, the story of Mylik Birdsong will play. Then we got to talk about Lil Reese after this. So here goes the story. So that's the crime scene. It's like he was on a block somewhere, right? This don't look like no. They said, I guess a few miles from downtown or something like that. But yeah, this definitely like it was on the block. He was outside or something like that. And obviously you can see that's probably the area where he actually got shot at around the yellow tape. It's wild because there's no ambulances there, right? There's just cops. Where the blue? Anyway, so now that we spoke about that, we've got to get over to none other than Lil Reese. So the last time I had spoke about Lil Reese, I pretty much made it known that there was a warrant for Lil Reese arrest out of Houston, Texas, because allegedly he had choked his girl inside of a club because he wanted her back, came to her, try to give her some affection. She didn't want to show that affection back, so buddy, talking about did what it seems like he always does, which was try to, strangle her or something like that, right? Well, even though Buddy had a warrant for his arrest inside of Houston, Texas, it looks like he still went back to the same club. I read the report say he went back to the club Sunday, which was yesterday, and he was ended up arrested by like midnight, right? So Monday, almost as if they knew he was going to be there. So I don't know if nobody's snitching or nothing like that, but it's just wild because it's like he don't care. It's not like he was running because he had a warrant. No, he was still out going to the club doing what he do with the warrant and everything, and they did end up arresting him, right? So before I actually get into this story of the little, you know what? Actually, no, I'm gonna get straight into that story just a second here. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get us directly into that story, and then I'll read the comment section afterwards, right? So it says, Lil Reese come outside and gets slapped on me. Arrested after assault allegation. So that's actually him, pretty much in Houston, Texas, arresting Lil Reese. This, like I say, just like yesterday, right? It continues and it says, Lil Reese attorney Carl Moore tells TMZ, Mr. Taylor vehemently denies these false accusations. We look forward to his day in court. Lil Reese is in custody nearly 2 weeks after an arrest warrant was issued over the allegations he punched a strangler former girlfriend, TMZ has learned. According to arrest records, the rapper was booked for aggravated assault of a family or household member in the early hours of Monday morning and subsequently denied bond. So he was denied bond, probably because these are like type of charges that he always ends up catching. So they're probably like, nah, we ain't gonna just let you out this time. But who knows? He got a good lawyer, he got paper and money. I'm sure he'll get out eventually. It says an eyewitness tells TMZ the Chicago drill rapper swung by the Address nightclub in Houston, Texas, Sunday evening, where LR had a run-in. LR, of course, that stands for Lil Reese, where Lil Reese had a run-in with authorities. We're told officers were already at the club, though it's unclear why they were stationed at the hotspot. This literally tells us why they were already there, actually. It's not like they were waiting on him. The officers were already stationed at the hotspot, which means that club is a hotspot for crime and stuff that actually happens. So that's why they had 12 there already, right? It continues and it says, the eyewitness tells us cops caught wind of Lil Reese's presence at the address and closed in on him. We're told Lil Reese was eventually apprehended by officers and put in handcuffs. Check it out. In a picture from the scene, Lil Reese is escorted to a cop car as his hands are cuffed behind his back. He keeps a serious expression appearing to stay tight-lipped during the arrest. Lil Reese donned a similar expression in his mugshot following the arrest, keeping a straight face for the picture. The booking comes 2 weeks after authorities began searching for Lil Reese over an alleged incident at the Pink House. So the incident took place at the Pink House, the strangulation, alleged strangulation, but he got arrested at this place called the Address nightclub, right? As TMZ previously reported, the rapper allegedly punched his ex in the right cheek and attempted to choke her out after she rejected his advances during a run-in at the nightclub. The woman told police she was left gasping for air after the alleged assault, feared for her life. According to documents from the Houston Police Department, the woman's friend witnessed the alleged incident and called security to intervene with the situation. It says they've actually reached out to Reese's attorney Carl Moore for comment. So far, no word back. Anyway, so if we go to the comment section on my Instagram at Key Talk Media to see what they got to say, well, what y'all got to say about this whole Lil Reese situation, like I said, I just imagine people saying, dang, he always going down for this, because like I said, it's like the third, fourth, maybe even fifth time of something like this actually happening with them, right? So let me just a second here. So the first comment says, bro constantly rotate between getting shot and beating girls every year, in which somebody responded, Grim Reaper style. What's this song? There's a song I was playing on this post. It's actually a song by a guy called, what's his name? Yop Star, and the song is called Overkill. Cool. And then, of course, laughing emoji. Somebody else said, didn't he recently say something about some guy beating up a woman and how he would love to get a chance with a guy, but has even worse history of doing this? Reese a fool. This nigga don't care. I mean, it does kind of seem like that. However, hey man, Buddy's arrested now, so only the courts and only his lawyers and only those that's accusing him can, prove that that's what actually happened, or maybe he'll be found not innocent because he was arrested just a while ago for some wild thing, and then it was came out that it was not innocent. I mean, he didn't actually do it, and the charges were dropped, right? So you can't really just judge him before everything actually develops, happens, and whether it's dropped, lower charge, or whatever it may be, right? Anyway, so this is just a little short video for y'all. I wanted to let y'all know, of course, RIP to Mylik. Of course, he was a dope boxer. I didn't watch him too much, but I always heard of his name, Birdsong. I remember that name, Birdsong, right? So Mylik Birdsong, RIP, dead at 31 in LA. And then, of course, Lil Reese is in jail for the assault allegation that he actually got, right? Anyways, let me know something. Coming up below, let me know what you think about this entire ordeal. I'm out.